What's up guys, it's Mike. I'm gonna make a quick video talking about one super important tip for fat loss, for getting six-pack abs. Let's say you're working out 5 days a week, you're doing 6 days a week, you're eating 5 meals a day, and you're eating pretty clean. And you know, you're pretty much doing everything that you're supposed to do, and you're gaining muscle, but the one challenge that you're running into right now is you're plateauing. You got some good results, you dropped a little bit of fat, and you built a good amount of muscle, but now you plateaued. You're kind of what I refer to as almost like an off-season type of bodybuilder, but really it's just a guy that has muscles, but not a lot of definition, and definitely no abs. So at this point, what do? I was talking to a buddy of mine, and this is what triggered me into making this video, because a good buddy of mine was talking about how he's gonna start doing two a days and 3 a days. And what those are is basically working out twice a day, and he was talking about, because he's been doing 2 a days, now he wants to do 3 a days, working out 3 times a day. Now I know what you guys are thinking, oh shit, that's too much, that's overworking. Yes, but before you jump to conclusions, what he was talking about was doing one of the sessions being workouts, one of the sessions being cardio, and then maybe another cardio session, right? Cardio at lunch and cardio like after work. I've known guys that do that, but those, you're talking about like full-time bodybuilders. And here's what I'm getting at. So can you do that to get in shape? Yeah, but you're not gonna have a life because you're not gonna be able to keep it up. And that's kind of like the conversation that me and him were having. I was telling him, look, you can't maintain that. Even if you did do that for, you know, let's say a month and got to okay shape, you won't be able to maintain it. You'll just get out of shape again. Once you start working out once a day, your body will just get out of shape because it took 3 times of training a day to get there. So what I told him though is, because he's running into plateaus. So what I told him was, what you need to do is focus more on your diet, because he's working out, he's building muscle, and he's getting stronger, but his diet is off. Now, basically, he's been telling me that he's been eating really clean. You know, he's cutting out a lot of the carbs. He only eats carbs to basically fill up his glycogen, and besides that, you know, he has protein and veggies in every meal. So the subject I want to talk to you about is, what do you do from there? If you're doing everything right, what do you do from there to break the plateau like my buddy's running into? So this is what you need to do. For us guys that work out, pretty much any time that we go hungry, we tell ourselves most of the time, man, we're going to a catabolic stage in our body, basically where our body is burning muscle. And for you guys that have been working out for a little while, you pretty much know what I'm talking about. And for you new guys that are watching this, basically catabolic is basically where your body starts breaking down muscle for energy. And it's a very, very common thing in bodybuilding and just working out in general, that you want to keep your body in anabolic stage, right? To where your body is building muscle. Because anytime where it goes in catabolic, your body is breaking down muscle for fuel. The common misconception is, anytime that we're hungry, oh crap man, we need to get some food into us right now, because every single second that goes by, my body is breaking down my muscle for fuel. Now there's some truth in that, but I need to go ahead and explain that to you guys right now. When it comes to catabolic, it doesn't mean that the moment you're hungry, your body goes into catabolic stage. What that really is anytime that your body needs a lot of fuel very quickly, because you're doing something very, very active. You know, let's say for example, you're working out and you're starving. You didn't eat before you work out, and then now you're 30 minutes into your workout and you're starving, and you continue to exercise with all the intensity you can. Well, at that point, your body will go into catabolic stage to break down your muscle. But what most people though, what happens is they'll be sitting at their desk in school in front of a computer doing something that's not very active, and then they go hungry. Then in their mind, they're going, oh crap, I need to go ahead and eat right away. But you know what though? If you go ahead and eat right away, it doesn't allow your body a chance to burn fat. Think about it. If you don't ever go hungry throughout the day, when does your body actually burn fat? You're working out, right? But then you eat right after, so your body doesn't have that much time to burn fat. You may burn some extra calories doing your workout, but that's it. Now throughout the day, anytime you eat a meal, it lasts for 2.5 hours, 3 hours. The moment you go hungry, you refill it with another meal. So there's no breakage time for your body to really burn a lot of fat. And you're not being very active, you're just doing regular things throughout the day like most people. But then when you go to sleep, you take you take all these supplements before you go to bed. So then if you sleep for, let's say 6.5 hours, 7 hours, about 3.5 of your hours of your sleep, you still have food in your stomach. Your body will not burn fat if it has extra food in your stomach. Just get that through your mind, okay? Because that's a huge mental shift that personally for myself I had to learn, and a lot of other guys, because before I was a lot bigger, but I couldn't get rid of my belly fat. You know, I just had this big old gut, but yeah, I had some big old arms, big chest, and big gut to go with it, and I couldn't realize what I was doing. I couldn't get rid of it. I'll cardio, I'll do all this stuff, but then I would just eat. And that's the thing. You're overeating because you're not allowing your body a chance to break down fat. So what you need to do is to actually go hungry for a little while. Now, don't think, again, hunger means catabolic. It doesn't mean that. You can go hungry for 30 minutes up to about an hour, especially when you're not doing very active things, and allow your body to go ahead and utilize some fat for energy. Because think about it. If you're always filling your stomach up with food, does your body even have an excuse to burn fat? Your body's not gonna just go choose between fat and food and go, I'm gonna go ahead and burn fat. I'm just gonna leave the food in my stomach, but I'm just gonna burn the fat instead. It doesn't do that. Fat is basically a backup source of fuel. So you gotta have no food in your stomach, right? Food is gone, you have fat in your stomach, and your body needs the energy. When does it break down muscle? When your body needs a lot of energy. What does that mean? Your heart rate is going through the roof. Your heart rate's pounding. You're doing something very active. And your body can't break down this fat because it needs to break down something faster. Automatically, your body will break down muscle instead, because fat is denser and it's harder to break it down. So your body will go to muscle to break it down. Only if, here's a tip, listen to this, guys. Only if your heart rate is high enough. If you're not very active, your body will not break down muscle. Okay, listen to me. If you're not active, your body will not break down muscle. Even if you're hungry, your body will utilize the fat. It will only break it down if you're very, very active. How do you know when you're active? For everybody is different. Gauge it on your heart rate. When your heart rate is high enough to where you can't catch your breath to talk, to carry in a conversation, that means it's too high. And at that point, if you're starving, and you don't have, and you're that active, then you need to get some food in you. You need to get some type of calories to maintain, to stay, in an anabolic stage. But if you're not, you need to just let yourself go hungry for about 45 minutes to about an hour. Okay. A good general key would be stay hungry for about an hour after you eat your meals. So you eat your meals, 2.5 hours you're hungry, 2 hours you're hungry, go hungry for another hour, and then eat another meal. This way you give yourself a chance throughout the day to burn some extra calories, and more importantly, to let your body utilize that fat, okay? This is probably, you may think this is just any random tip, but guys, if you are running into troubles and losing fat and you're wondering what you're doing wrong, you're trying to do everything else seems to be in line, this is it. This is pretty much the main thing that you would want to focus on. And even for guys that are starting off, because there's a huge misconception that just because you're hungry, your body is eating itself. It's not, okay? It's only gonna be breaking down fat, all right? So I hope this tip helps you out. It did huge for me, and so for many, many guys I know. And this is pretty much how you can get away from the whole big, the bodybuilder syndrome of, oh my God, I'm shrinking, because I'm, 200 pounds and I'm shrinking. No, that's not gonna happen, okay? I used to have the same thing back in the days, and I know a lot of my good buddies that are still not very lean that run to the same problem, okay? You're not gonna just shrink like that, okay? Go hungry a little bit and give your body a chance to break down fat. Thanks for watching, guys. If you really want to figure out how to get ripped, how to get six-pack abs, check out sixpackshortcuts.com. See you guys next time. Peace.